First of all, let me use this opportunity to thank the donors, those who are helping us to raise money to help these communities for what they have done. In fact, I wish they are here to see how impact those projects is doing. Ghana is a land of culture. Let me put it in that way. We don't joke with our culture. We also are happy for our country. We always cherish to be a Ghanaian. My name is Francis Yabua, Reading Sports Manager in Ghana. That's my name. Let me use myself as example. For instance, when I grew up, it's a little village, about 500 people in the community. I suffer a lot in terms of teaching materials like books that we normally use in the schools. So when I grew up, I said to myself that I have to do something to help those small villages. I do driving as well, and we always take people to tourist areas. So sometimes some of the clients normally give me a tip. So any tip that I get, I have to divide into two to get some books. In fact, books are very expensive in Ghana. So those little money I used to buy some books, and also some of them, my friends are also those who have some books that I thought it would be much useful for the community. I also get them so that I can add the one I bought. Then I send them to the villages, because other places, books are so available to them, but some community areas, they don't have. So that is what I started when I grew up and I was working before I met one of the upcoming charity, Reading Sports. The first day Reading Sports came in to do the same project to help the remote areas. In fact, I was very happy that I met Kat for the brilliant idea to help our remote areas. In fact, I was very grateful to hear the project that you want to do. Since I joined the Reading Sports team, in fact, you can see improvement is coming most of our communities. In fact, I'm not the only one who can testify. In fact, some villages, those people there are those who can testify how impact the Reading Sport have been done, for the community. Reading Sports always goes straight to the chiefs, the owner of their communities. We discuss with them, and they give us opportunity to, okay, fine, we appreciate, we want the project to come in. So I traveled to some of the villages to talk to the chiefs, to let them know how important the library, that we can come to the village to help those communities, and also go back to some of the libraries to also talk to the librarians, and also to see how the kids are also doing there. So anytime I go there, I also motivate those kids who are in the library, and I also talk to some parents to also try to allow their kids to also come and read. Some schools I also go to see the head of the schools and also the teachers to also motivate, talk to them that they should always motivate the kids to also come to the library and read something. It tells you how people are now beginning to know the importance of reading. So I see Reading Sport as one of the biggest charity upcoming. In 3 or 5 years, you could say it will go about, and even now we have contacted some of the villages, communities, about 5 communities. So you could see by the end of this year, we are going about maybe 12 libraries in most of the communities. So you can imagine 2 years or 3 years how big impact this charity will make in Ghana. Poverty is also one of big challenge we have in Ghana. So it's make some of our kids' dream just ended because of poverty. Most of them wish they could go higher, senior high to maybe university, but education is very expensive. As I say that, it's very expensive. So some parents cannot afford to help some of their kids to go to that far. It is our hope that we could get some support, that we can support those kids. And even if they couldn't go to university, I think some of them are there to help the library project, so that they can also, the little that they know, they can also support in terms to be the librarian, also read some books to also educate some of the kids. If we still continue to maintain these facilities or this project, maybe today we have about 2 people who are using the library today. By the end of maybe 2 months or 2 later, you could see a lot of people are also coming there. So we must protect or always make sure that the library is always in good shape. The books are always kept in good conditions, so that generations can also come and have a better reading or lessons in the library. The more the kids are reading the books, they get something different in terms of their personality life change. And even you can see that these are teenage pregnancy. You can see it's still wiping off, because they get a lot of advice, a lot of it changed all the concept of the person. So it's very one of the impact that we can testify for the community. The ones that we have finished building, you could see how people are exciting to have those libraries, and there are about 2 or 3 villages are also coming up. So my appeal goes to the donors. We are not talking about only the money. Even a little book, one book, can do impact about the community. Because if I take a book, one book, and I was reading, when I finish, I'll put it down. The other person also come and have the same book and read. So by the end of maybe a year, you could see about 20 or maybe 100 people have read the same book. So reading sport, what we are saying that, do not think this is I don't have anything to donate, or this is a little small amount. No, that little small amount can be impact by millions of people in West Africa here. So we encourage them that they should think it's a little that they have. That little one, it can also help us. So we thank them very much for their support, and we will continue to ask them to support us, because there are a lot of communities that we want to help them, especially Asemko. You see, the community is closer to the ocean, and that community is a fishing community. Those young kids always use a small canoe to do fishing. Sometimes some died because the boat is not secure. It's not safety. So sometimes the boat can just turn, and those kids can just fall inside the water. Some of them will injure, some of them will die. So we want to help those communities and want to save more lives from those who are doing that. So we will always appeal with them that they should continue to support us, and the little that they are going to support is also going to save a lot of souls in Ghana.